I'm so happy to be here. I really appreciate you guys coming out tonight. This is so dope. It's my birthday week. It's also Friday the 13th. You're so brave. So Mercury is in retrograde in Capricorn. That's what's going on right now. And if you don't know what that means, it means that I don't either. But I do have a hot goth girlfriend, so. If you know anything about LA, it's that if you're an attractive woman here, it's illegal to not be into astrology. LA's like reverse Salem. They burn you if you're not a witch. It's true. No, we do. We have a lot in common. She's amazing. She's great. She is really into true crime. And I used to have a true crime podcast. Yeah, she's very smart. She studies criminology. And I steal at self-checkout. A lot in common. I learned on our first date that she used to be a locksmith. So well-rounded, right? That's very hot. But also, like, if we ever break up, it'll be her decision. I'm trying to get a special on Netflix, not Dateline. So you might know that I do go by one name, just Kai. You're probably like, what's up with that? Who do you think you are? And I'll be honest with you, it's not what you think. It's just that I'm a narcissist. It's just Kai. People, when I meet people for the first time, they're like, what, Kyle? Starbucks is, Kyle? What, Kyle? I'm like, yeah, Kyle, the is silent. Real story behind that, though, is that I was looking for jobs because I'm not famous. And I didn't want my resume to be easily traceable back to my stand-up. Because if you follow me on social media, you know that I have some, like, spicy takes on things. I like to talk about things like sex and female orgasms and human rights. Spicy stuff. Very controversial. I might have once tweeted that I want the green M&M to sit on my face. Spicy. Speaking of female orgasms, though, can we just sit for a moment in the fact that female orgasms is its own porn category? Like the CEO of Pornhub was like, all right, everybody, apparently there's a bunch of people out there who are into it when the lady comes to. So I guess we gotta accommodate these weirdos. Add another niche to the rotation. So one name. And it's working out. It's working out. I don't mean to brag, but I just got an email from a job I applied to like a year ago. And they said, Dear Kai, we know you probably forgot you even applied to this position, but we just wanted to reach out to you during this holiday season and let you know that you should go fuck yourself. Position's actually open again. We still don't want to hire you. And this Christmas, we hope you get run over by a herd of reindeer and die. PPS, suck my dick. Now, before the pandemic, I actually, I was a workaholic. You know, when the pandemic hit, it got even worse. Does anyone else escape by being a workaholic? Anyone else unable to stop drinking at work? Trying to be a healthier person, though. Trying to drink less, eat more edibles. Trying to be healthy. Did you guys know there's a weed lube? Have you heard of this? She said, yes! I'm using it now! In the trials for weed lube, they found that it gives women 30-minute orgasms. What exactly? 30-minute orgasms. Am I the only one who thinks that sounds like a terrible time? 30 minutes? 30 minutes? Ma'am, that is a seizure. The orgasm is supposed to be the reward for the work that is sex. Can you imagine if you ran a marathon and then as soon as you crossed that finish line, they were like, okay, now for the 10K. That's a 30-minute orgasm. I don't do drugs because weed is not a drug, right? Like, yeah, I don't do drugs. I don't do hard drugs. I've never done cocaine. You're like, we believe you. What did you call it, cocaine? Strange emphasis, sir. I read about this shit called crocodile. That's why it scares me. Has anyone heard of this? Yeah. Okay, crocodile, if you haven't heard of it, it's a chemical compound from Russia. And allegedly, 70% of all the cocaine that comes into Los Angeles and New York City is cut with a certain amount of it. And there's like no telling how much you'll get, but if you get enough, your face falls off. For me, that's scarier than fentanyl. You know, it's like dying of an overdose, I could handle, bro. But I don't have the personality to carry half a face. I don't. I have the personality of someone who played like 3 varsity sports in high school, and I didn't. I was a goth poet. It was an indoor cat. I'm a fan of therapeutic drug use, though. Fan of hallucinogens. I'm a fan of microdosing hallucinogens for therapeutic purposes, yeah. Also a fan of macrodosing. Hallucinogens for therapeutic purposes. I was watching this documentary on Netflix, and this dude was talking about the first time that he tripped, the first time he took acid. And he's like, I saw myself die, and I saw myself decompose, become one with the earth, and then I grew into this big, strong, beautiful tree. And then I saw my human self and my wife holding my daughter walk up to me as a tree. My daughter reached out and she picked a little twig off one of my branches. And she waved it. They all smiled at each other. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever experienced in my life. I don't think I'll ever experience anything so beautiful ever again. And I was like, boring. Are you kidding me, bro? No one wants to hear about your good trip. Like, it's not good TV. Put me on that show. Okay, that'll be good TV. I would be like, I saw myself die. I saw myself decompose and become one with the earth. And then I saw myself grow into a big, strong, beautiful tree. And then I saw myself, my human self, and my dog walk up to that tree. And my dog just let out the most watery shit, just like fire hydrant spray all over the base of me as a tree. Then they walked away. And then I saw a lumberjack cut me down. As a tree, I felt every ring being bisected. And then I saw myself get shipped to the paper factory as a tree. Saw myself get made into paper, sourced to Staples, stocked to the shelves. And then I saw my human self walk into that Staples. Purchase a ream of that paper, go home, load the printer, print out a suicide note. Suicide's not dope, though. Don't do it. It's a PSA, little PSA for TikTok, so they don't block this sound. The worst PSA for suicide ever. You probably think I'm gonna say 13 Reasons Why, right? Because it's just trash. 2011 TV movie Cyberbully. Who's seen it? We got Cyberbully fans in the house. Beautiful. If you're not familiar, Cyberbully was a movie starring Emily Osment, Haley Joel Osment's sister. The pivotal point of this movie, the character who she plays, Taylor, she's been cyberbullied on her school social media site the whole movie. She decides she's had enough. She posts a video saying she's gonna end it all. Her best friend Samantha sees the video, runs to the house, runs up the stairs, looks everywhere for Taylor, busts into the bathroom, and finds Taylor in the bathroom with a bottle of pills screaming, "I can't get the cap off!" They wrestle over the bottle, right? Just as Taylor's mom appears in the doorway, bottle falls to the floor, pills go flying everywhere, Tylenol everywhere. The scene ends with Mom and Taylor and Samantha hugging it out while EMT's standing in the corner like, why the fuck are we even here, bro? Like, that's how you know it's a Canadian film. Can you imagine if this was an American film? The mom would be like, you mean to tell me I left work early, I got a $300 speeding ticket, getting here to find a $2,000 ambulance in the driveway, and you couldn't even get the cap off? Okay, what we're gonna do, Taylor, we're gonna pick every single one of these pills up off the floor, and we're not leaving this bathroom until they're gone. You're gonna go to the hospital in that ambulance that's outside. You're gonna get your goddamn stomach pumped. Because I'm not made of money. Our 3-bedroom mortgage is $15,000 a month. And Mama's OnlyFans ain't doing so well. Our healthcare system's fucked, it's broken. So broken. Yeah, somehow COVID's a touchy subject, we got the anti-vaxxers versus the vaxxers. You could say we got the vaxxers versus the homeschool. Okay. Real talk. I kind of understand it. people who are wary of the vaccine because our government doesn't have the strongest track record with how they treat poor people, brown people, black people when it comes to medicine. But if you're concerned, just do what I did. Get your vaccine in a rich white neighborhood, bro. I saw them pull my dose out of the same freezer as the dose of the woman who was standing in front of me, the white woman holding a Birkin. All right? If I'm going down, all the fucking Real Housewives, they're coming with me. You gotta make white privilege work for you. Dude, here's a cheat code for you. If you're not white, closest thing you could get to white privilege, walking a small white dog at night. I take it one step further, too. I add accessories. A few weeks ago, I'm out with this little dog, right? She got her jacket, her backpack on. All of a sudden, white women aren't crossing the street anymore when they get to me. Downside, right? But as I was walking, a cop slows down as he's driving past me. My heart starts beating fast. He rolls down his window, smiles at my dog. He says, "Cute backpack." Window up, keeps driving. So now that backpack is where I keep my acid. We got our priorities all fucked up. Politics have our priorities fucked up in this country. We're like, virus that's killed millions of people and causes debilitating side effects. Randomly, you never know what you're gonna get. Boring, we're over it, it's done. But let a woman with a penis swim good. Time to panic. Time to panic. Trans people are the new thing they want everyone to be scared of, right? And it's all the same shit. They say the same shit they used to say about gay people. Oh, they're after your kids. They're groomers. Now it's like men are dressing up as women in order to molest your kids, which is crazy, right? Like everyone knows that the men who molest kids dress up as uncles, priests, and politicians. Everyone knows that. Well, I still don't want to see a penis in the women's public restroom. Then stop peeking through the crack in the stall, Cheryl. Fucking creepy bitch. I don't understand transphobia. I don't understand it myself, because I think everyone's a little trans. You ever met a really old, married, straight couple? They've been married forever. At some point, it's usually around the 80-year mark, husband starts looking like his wife. Wife starts looking like her husband. It's gonna happen to you too if you live long enough. If you find love, you get married, you live long enough. And like, that's my worst fear for me, is that things will go really well, you know? And I'll live long enough to start looking like a woman. Again. Terrifying. So I'm trans in case you're stupid. People like to ask a lot of personal questions when they find out. After a show, this guy came up to me. He was like, "Hey, bro, you're real funny. Let me ask you a question not related to comedy." I'm like, "Absolutely not." No. He goes, "I'm just curious, bro. I'm just curious. I want to know, you got a dick?" I'm like, "Are you hitting on me right now? Like, what's..." And he's like, "No, I'm curious. I'm straight, bro. I'm straight. I'm just curious." So I'm like, yeah, bro, I got a bunch of them in a box under my bed. He goes, I'm not talking about dildos, bro. I'm not talking about that. I'm like, me neither. Keep asking personal questions. I'm gonna need a bigger box. I was like, slightly bigger box. He didn't like that. He was like, here's what I think. I think if you were not born with a dick, you're a girl. You'll always be a girl. And I'm like, all right, bro, if I'm a girl, let's go make out in the back. I saw you looking, let's go. He goes, fuck that shit, that's gay. I'm like, which is it? You can't be homophobic and transphobic at the exact same time. You gotta pick a lane or stagger your bigotry. You know? Sometimes I'm hesitant, to come out, whether, it's in real life or like on stage even. Because on one hand, like, I wanna be safe. It can be dangerous out here. On the other hand, I don't want anyone to think I'm bad at eating pussy. It's a trade-off. I hate when women say, and it's usually white women. It's usually liberal white women. They say, men are trash. But trans men are fine. Trans men are okay. Fuck you. Trans men are trash too. I was with this one woman, and like right when we were about to have sex, she whispers in my ear, she's like, fuck me like a real man. So I came in 30 seconds, then fell asleep. You guys heard of chasers? You're like, yeah, I chase my vodka with cranberry juice. I love chasers. They're delicious. Chasers are people who primarily seek out trans people to have sex with. Like, that's their thing. That's what they're into. I found out there's an actual term for it. It's called scoliosexuality, S-K-O-L-I-O. Which I fucking hate that. It's gross. It sounds like you're just like horny for bad posture. Should be a better word for it, I had this guy say to me, he was like, I support trans people and everything, but like I don't think I couldn't date a trans woman because, I need to know if things are getting serious that this woman is able to have my kids. And I was like, okay, well, first of all, a lot of women can't have kids. But secondly, bro, you're 37 with 3 roommates. You sleep on a bare mattress on the floor. I think if anyone should be dating a woman who can't get pregnant, it's you. You already got 1 kid you're not paying child support for, bro. Like, you and Nick Cannon should be giving scoliosexuality a try. He was like, well, I think they should be upfront about it. They should tell you right away, because otherwise I'll feel tricked. I'm like, Tyler, how many women have you tricked into thinking you don't keep your life savings in a sock? Now, what if the last woman who found that out filled that sock with quarters and tried to beat you to death? He goes, how many quarters? Gotta do laundry. I actually had to come out 3 times. 3 times. First time I came out as a lesbian. It was scary because I was raised by my great aunt, and she's real old-fashioned, bro. Like, born in 1933, old-fashioned. So when I told her I was home from college, like I just cut my hair, I was like, may as well tell her. And she says to me, you mean to tell me I don't have to send you any more money to get your hair done? I actually got gender confirmation surgery before I knew that was a thing. Yeah, when I was 25 years old, I got a reduction surgery. I went from a double D. Hey, don't try to picture it. It's awkward for me. Down to a C, though. And I was working in an office at the time, and all the women who worked there, because I was excited about it, so I told everyone. And all the girls who worked there, their response was the same thing. They had the same shit to say. They were like, so when they reduce it, what do they do with it? Do they let you keep it? You know what you should do? You should give some to me. You should totally give some to me. I could use it. Crazy thing is, after all that, when I got back from medical leave, I was the one who got called into HR. Apparently, no one liked their titty gift bags. Give some to me. Just say what you mean. Fucking liar. My surgeon was great, though. My surgeon was great. Insurance paid for the whole thing because, my back hurt, right? He had terrible bedside manner, though. Worst bedside manner. He was this Persian dude. When I first went in for a consult, I was like, I want to go as small as you can take me, maybe a B, an A. And he was like, I cannot go lower than a C. That would not be ladylike. I was like, damn, I got some bad news to break to some exes. Not be ladylike. I was like, bro, look at me. I'm not ladylike. Doctor, we're wearing the same outfit right now. He was like, where'd you get a lab coat? Why does it have UCLA on it? I'm like, don't worry about it. Don't check the pockets. It's full of cotton balls and Neosporin packets. The time after that came out, that was hard. That was difficult. That was when I came out as gluten-free. A lot of people don't do gluten-free. We don't. They were like, you eat punani but not panini? And I'm like, yeah, do we really have to discuss this in front of the whole congregation, Pastor? Third time I came out as trans, obviously. And that was when I got top surgery, which people are like, is that surgery to make you a top? Choppity chop chop, I went down to a nice sculpted A. Then the pandemic hit and I went back up to a B. Trying to get back down to that A cup. Now I'm coming out for a fourth time. Some of you might have heard that I have got a big secret to share with you guys. I'll just come out with it. I'm detransitioning. I'm just kidding. I don't want to be dramatic or anything, but like I would literally rather die. During the apocalypse, right, you're gonna be like hoarding food and water, right? I'm gonna be hoarding testosterone, alcohol pads, and syringes. Yeah, when that shit runs out, my cats can eat me. That's... You thought I wasn't taking my cats to the post-apocalyptic wasteland? I am. They're gonna be dripped out too. Yeah, they have like little tiny leather jackets with spikes on them. Little goggles. Protection from the elements. You know, cute little scratching posts made from the bones of our enemies. It's real cute. No, for real though, I am coming out for a fourth time tonight. The people I've told so far have been real cool about it, very supportive. They're like, oh, now that you mention it, it kind of makes sense. You can tell by like how you dress and your mannerisms. And I'm like, we're getting offensive. So, yeah. It's my first time saying it on stage. I'm 39. That was hard. I'm a Hollywood old. It's scary. I feel like I have hope now, though, you know, because the media landscape is changing, and I can play a 17-year-old bully on Cobra Kai. Or the hottest 11th grader at Sherman Oaks High School. Yeah, never have I ever. I did get carded still sometimes, which is weird for me. So I'm like, yeah, I take care of my skin and everything, but I'm clearly like a full-grown adult man, right? I mean, I'm clearly like a mostly grown adult man. You can tell I'm over 25 by looking into my eyes, right? Like, do you see any hope here? Do you? Fashion is crazy. Fashion gets weird when you're in your 30s. That's when all the shit you wore in high school is now vintage. All the dorky shit you wore in high school is for the cool kids now. It came back, just not for you. It's messed up. I was scrolling TikTok the other day, and I see a 14-year-old millionaire influencer wearing the exact same shirt. I swear it was the same shirt. Found from a thrift store or something. That was my shirt. It had the same hole in it that I got bullied for wearing in 8th grade. So I commented, I'm not proud of this. I logged into the burner, and I commented, kill yourself, loser. He comments back, I can't get the cap off. With some sparkly emojis. Sparkly heart, sparkly heart. Watching TV shows that you grew up with, you guys do this? When you get older, you watch your favorite TV shows from when you were a kid. It's weird. Because you start finding yourself identifying with the parents, attracted to the parents. Confession. Even when I was a little kid, I was attracted to TV moms. I was. Very problematic child. Reverse groomer, you could say. I'll be watching Married with Children when I'm 10, like, why do I want Peg Bundy to ash her cigarette right into my mouth? Oh. I don't know what it means, but I feel it in my spirit. TV works so hard, though. TV works so hard to convince us, to try to convince us that older women are just like no longer attractive, you know? Every popular TV show has like a hot 25-year-old playing a horny teenager. And then the actor playing their parent is like 10 years older than them. And then the commercial break hits you with like, next week we're introducing a new villain. And it's a lady. And you can tell she's evil incarnate straight from the depths of hell because she's 50. Love older women, man. They're hot. Sexiest thing about an older woman is you don't have to meet her parents. I say all that to say my girlfriend is younger than me. Not like Dane Cook and his child bride younger. Not like Chris D'Elia and his Instagram and Snapchat DMs younger. No. Oh, is he here? Pretty sure he's not allowed. I saw a school. She is younger, though, but, like, I always forget. It feels like we're, like, the same age, because her mom is dead, too. Oh, come on, she loves that show. She does. Since we started dating, I have been saving up money, though. I've been saving up money for a big purchase, big, fancy purchase. Saving up for the surgery. The big one. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? The one where women see you as a real man. Gonna get my leg bone stretched out so I'm 6 feet tall. She is taller than me. I love it. I love it. When we spoon, when I do big spoon, she calls me her sexy backpack. It's... When we have sex, I go up on her. We go to concerts, I get to sit on her shoulders. It's nice. It's very nice. Ladies, though, you'll ignore a lot of red flags. Straight women ignore all the red flags when a man is tall. All of them. There's scientific proof. Ted Bundy, 5'10". Richard Ramirez, 6'1". Ed Kemper, 6'9". Gay men, where you at? You do it too. You do it too. Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy, both 6'1". Is it really worth it to not have to climb the shelves at the supermarket? Girls, get you a grabber tool. Just reach the cereal. You know, like your tiny little grandma uses to reach the countertop. You're probably saying, Kai, but wasn't Charles Manson short? Wasn't he 5'6"? Yeah, he was. You know what he did? He had women do his killing for him. Yeah, so you need to be worried about your girlfriend who's really into long hair dudes that play guitar. That's not me. I went to use the bathroom and the men's room was full. So I popped into the ladies' room. It was empty. Made sure it was empty. But when I finished, there was a security guard waiting for me. Security guard goes, hey, bro, we can't have you doing that again. You can't have you in there. It's a safety issue. And I was like, you think I'm a threat? Aw. That's so sweet. Look at me achieving my final form. I keep forgetting there's certain shit I can't do as a man anymore. Like, I've learned that I can no longer lotion my legs in a parked car. Can't do it. Can't be sitting in the cul-de-sac with my sunglasses on and my hat down low, because that's how I maintain this youthful glow. People walking the Bichon Frises in the cul-de-sac, they're real testy when I start pumping out the Jergens. They gotta... I just gotta hope there's community lotion where I'm going if I forget before I go. I can no longer be openly excited to see a Girl Scout. Can't be pushing my cart out of the supermarket like, oh, hey. I have been looking for you. I have been waiting for you. Sweetie, how come you don't come to my door anymore? Where are you taking her? Why are you running? Can't do it. Can't be in a hurry on foot at night. White women get scared. I'm 5'3", they still get scared. 5'6" if you're looking at my driver's license. Y'all know you could just put anything on there? No one who works at the DMV gets paid enough to care. Now every time I go in there, I just change something else. First time was my gender. That was legit. Second time, I'm like, let's go back down to the high school weight. This is what 105 pounds looks like. Next time, I'm gonna get blue eyes. So when I get pulled over for no reason, cop will be standing there like, says here you're 6 feet tall. Blue eyes. Named Kyle. And I'll be like, that's correct, officer. Hey, listen, have I seen you somewhere before? I don't know, I do stand-up comedy, I'm a comedian. No, that's not it. And that's when we're looking in the back seat. Oh, it's the dog with the backpack!